Oh, fuckity, shit, fuck. You know what's so funny about saying shitty, fuckity, shit, and shit, fuck? That's how motherfuckers hear each other in the memory of shit. You know, it's like, I was talking to one of my foreign friends the other day, and she was telling me, like, why do you Americans always say shit? And I said, you know what, we just go through pain. We've been through a lot. We're a young country. This is a young development. Let me take that back. You know, this integration of this many races on this particular plateau with the modern era of things and the speed in which they move to each other to talk to each other is a new thing. You know. It's brand spanking new. We're all baby spirits to all this technocratic shit. You know? Kids after us will be just adept at it, and they'll be flying spaceships with just like their eyeballs only, looking to where the shit needs to fly and shit. Who the fuck knows? You know? All I know is that we're living in this now. But to keep on living, we have to find a way through our depression, find a way through our things that hurt us, that they give us the greatest pains, you know, to keep us from going outward all the damn time, keep us from saying like, oh, you know, somebody else's fault all the damn time, keep us from, you know, we got to find that love within, you know. Sometimes saying shit and fuck is just a way you feel. Some things is just like fuck. You know, it's like, well, what the fuck, man? You know, I look at curse words as like a negative, as a vocal algebraic negative integer. That's how I look at fucking curse words. You know, yeah, you know, they're like this open expression. You know, as you look at anything, like Bernie Mac did a whole comedy thing on this shit. This shit was great. It was kind of like the word motherfucker, you know, its origin is in slavery. Oof. But the truth of the matter is, you know, you can drop a whole sentence of motherfucker, you know, that motherfucker, motherfucked that motherfucker the fuck up. Probably the most adult sentence you'll ever hear in your whole life. Next to shitty fucker, shitty fuck, shit, fuck. You know, other than that, you know. But the truth of the matter is, it's just like, you know, like anything, you know. That's why men, we curse when we hurt. Women, they curse when they hurt. You know, we curse when we get hurt. You know, we feel that hurt, man. It should hurt. It should hurt sometimes. And ain't no other way to just say motherfuck. You know, sometimes that's the only way you feel. You know, you feel like screaming, but you don't have the words for it. So curse words help you. Curse words are great. Curse words are great. I think curse words are psychologically safe. You know, like if you think about it, people who curse a lot, they're kind of straightforward with their feelings. You know, not everybody, but I'm just saying. You know, if people in the church didn't frown on cursing, just imagine how much more truth would get out in church. You know, it wouldn't really be this thing where you're like, oh, my pastor said motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh shit, the pastor said motherfucker, and that was it. Oh, said why did the pastor say? If I was a preacher, and I wouldn't mind being such, because I would tell the truth behind what that definitions of things are. I would kind of just say, you know, hey, I'll drop an F-bomb. Yeah, I'd say shit. I keep it truthful, keep it honest. You know, that's the problem nowadays. People aren't honest. They say things they're not they're not honest with. You know, just imagine, see, like, that's the downfall to the technocratic shit. You know, the benefit is that you're isolated. Like me, I'm in a warehouse. I'm isolated, I'm kicking it. You know, got all my work shit here. I'm chill. You know. But what about the opposite of that? What if you just didn't have that space, that expression? You didn't have these things to just put in front of other people to pay attention to. You didn't have that. You had to be where you were going to be because you said you were going to be there. How are you going to carry that reality if the electricity cuts off? You've been raised by electricity more than your parents. You've been taught by electricity more than anything else. How happy of an existence do you have like that? And see, this is where depression and things lead in, because this is where people, they don't connect, and so they start to feel like, hey, I want to connect, I want to meet you and talk, I want to say, hey, I want to be left alone to be with you. How do you you have to let go of the technocratic shit. You gotta let it go. You gotta drop it. It's all it's gonna do is give you fucking a higher chance of cancer, and detached from nature. I'm sitting around 3 screens right now. Shit, crazy, right? 3 screens. I got a screen I'm using for light, and one for music. I haven't turned it on. I was gonna turn my tunes on for this video for a second, but I didn't want to do that this time. I just felt like, I don't know. I just feel like I wanted y'all to hear me, and I'm not really into this kind of thing. But the truth of the matter is, me sharing these videos is my way of healing through my depression. My way of sharing my path through suicide and through depression is why I created the United Civil Force in the first place, was because there's a lot of people walking around the United States that know the truth but need to find purpose. And a lot of times we don't have our purpose because we haven't found it. We don't identify with joining the military because we know that's all controlled by banks. We don't identify with certain religions because we know that's all controlled by some weird ring of, people who play with, people of a certain age group. Can't say it on the YouTube platform, but you know what I'm saying without saying it. And it's just kind of crazy that I have to do that because they're protected like that. Crazy reverse of things. Oh yeah, we're doing it for protection, so you can't say anything about it, not even against things like that. So that's kind of an interesting chess move, but it just makes us come back harder. Forgive me if this video goes long, but I just really want to share these thoughts with you because I don't do this normally. But this video is for those who are, fighting the depression and fighting the things that make you hurt within, and you don't know how to let them go. Take that time, take that space to hone in on a skill, focus in on a talent, focus on something you can do really well. And no, guns and weapons are great. Some of us, it's not that we're, gifted with weapons and guns. It's just that we're gifted with our hands naturally. So there's something with your hands that you're supposed to be doing. Like, for example, I love knives. Everybody who knows me knows I love knives. And so I put it within my heart that I would like a job in which I'm always using my knife just for little things, knickknacks and stuff like that. And so I found myself as a chocolatier, and I work in chocolate throughout the week, while I plan my next move for my music and art to come out, So yeah, the knife. Yeah, so the knife. I love this knife. Yep, I'm a victim of the YouTube ad, and when I got a couple extra bucks to play with, I'll put it out there, and I'm still a warrior within, through all my violent interactions and things I've been through. Been hurt a lot, but the truth of the matter is, I keep my warrior side around because, I'm still a sheathed sword. I'm still a sword. I stay sheathed, and that's the piece within that I know I'm a beautiful monster. That I know that, yeah, at the right time, the wrong time, however you call it, this could turn into anything that I need to turn into for the right reasons, because that's why it's set up the way it's set up. That's why it's the Damascus cut the way it is. But truth of the matter is, I use it to clean up my workstation. I got metal tables everywhere, chocolate sticks and stuff, and I love using it. I love any purpose to hold this thing, and move through it, and move through dirt. I just picked up some right there. Damn, didn't even see it. This is I spend time sharpening all the time. I just stay sharp as a warrior. Stay in shape. Staying in shape and being a refined warrior through life is great. It keeps the peace. Without that, there isn't. So those broken ones out there, this video series is about healing, and one of the things that helped me heal is talking, expressing, and please feel free to comment. I wish there was like a middle finger option on there sometimes. If you feel like telling the person that kind of a feeling, fuck you, motherfucker, cool, thank you, there needs to be a middle finger option, I feel like, on YouTube, I just feel like there needs to be. But thumbs up or thumbs down, hey, man, I was close, I was very close to killing myself and going through suicide before. And sometimes being left alone is hard, but sometimes being left alone is the best thing because it helps you see yourself through the other side. I've come out the other side of constantly having to medicate with substances and things like that, like constantly having to do psilocybin, like constantly having to smoke weed, large amounts of it, constantly having to drink. And then it wasn't until I saw a therapist by the name of Rick Bastine. You should look him up. He's actually quite good at what he does. And for those out there who curious, yeah, he's a man of color darker than me. And I appreciate him for his energy because he helped me through my wall in my American experience. And, within my American experience, I was close, very close. 2009, I had a guy try to robbed me in front of my house. The gun went off, whatever, but I knocked it from his hand at the same time. It went off, knocked him down, same time the gun went off, and me knocking it out of his hand. So it was kind of a fast, kind of a movement. Not to relive it on this video because that's not what this is about. I could do a video about that later. So when we start talking about things that hurt us. And so, it was this thing in which, it was like for all the things I'd been through in my security experience and all the things I've been through with being left, how my older brother handled me and how I was handled by my parents sometimes, I felt was really unjust because of just misunderstanding. It really just broke the camel's back on me, It broke me. It broke me down. It had me. It broke me so bad that I was surprised because I'd been through a lot of stuff, But for some reason, that moment, that instant, and I had people put guns on me before and stuff, and it was never. I survived shootings and things like that through security, and for some reason, that moment, it just broke me. I couldn't figure it out. It was like too much. It was like there is a wall. Okay, there's a wall. We all have this wall. Okay, we all have this wall. I can't explain it. You have to be another type of being to like to see violence continuously and be apathetic about it. But there's a wall. It's hard. It's a hard wall. Where you think, where you're psycho. Oh man, I'm about to break down thinking about this shit right now. Fuck, I think I got glasses just have a fucking reflection. You can't see my eyes, man. Fuck. But there's a fucking wall, that you can have, and you don't realize it, but you have to when you're about to you want to die, and you that's what you want. You want to die. You don't want to feel this pain anymore. The neglect of being a kid, told you're a dumb male, till you're useless, till you ain't shit, till It's always your fault. It's all, the constant pressure of being persecuted, pursued, and then you live a violent life through your work and stuff, and you got a violent home with your brother, and you got a violent home with your woman, and she's doing shit to you, and it's like nobody gives a fuck to hear you. And then one day, one fucking gun, one moment, and you just fucking hit a wall, man. Fucking hit a wall, and it'll happen if you keep going. If you don't understand that shit, you'll know when it's there, or you may not. I don't know. It's just like I didn't know it was there. I didn't know I had a fucking wall, and before I knew it, I was putting a gun in my mouth every fucking night for fucking months at a time, and it was hard because I couldn't I couldn't leave the house, I couldn't leave the house. It was hard. It was really hard, and I wanted to die right there, and I just did the quickest way I could. I got rid of the gun. I got some help, and my ex-girlfriend. Girlfriend at the time helped me. She's the one that stepped in and spent the money that got me Rick Bastine to come by the house because I didn't leave it, and he came and helped me. He came and helped me, He came and helped me and just opened me up, and and wherever she is, I'm always going to be thankful for her and her what she did for me then and there. It was everything. It was close, man. I was close. I was so close. Shit. Oh man. I was so broken through that shit, and I ended up cheating on her, and I ended up seeing so many things that was wrong with me, and yeah, all the demons came out. They all fucking flew out, and yeah, she never talked to me again, rightfully so. But one day in life, I want to come in correct and just show her that I give her the same care. Not to rekindle relationships and things like that, because life isn't always about going backwards. It's about finding a deeper sense of within to move forward with. But just to make sure her and her family, whatever her situation is, okay. That's the only thing I really that I want to add balance to in my life, that I will one day, however that happens, I will do that, and because man, I tell you, eating a gun every night, or doing that, and just, you think that's all you see, having panic attacks at random hours and shit, and waking up fucked up, and man, I put that woman through hell, man, and it was wrong, man. I was so wrong. I did that, I did that, It wasn't like, it just, I did that, and the animal, she woke the animal up, to her own detriment. She didn't understand it, and so that's one regret through my healing that I do regret, that I hurt somebody in the process of empowering myself and trying to make myself feel like a stronger man, a bigger man, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or healed, whatever. But I feel healthy enough to talk about it, and to see other men hurt, and to know that it's time to heal. However you got to do it. If you need that kind of substance that's natural to do it, I say go get it. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the psilocybin chocolate. Myself, whenever I can, I get my hands on some. I just infuse some for me, and I partake of it. And that's it. That's usually the best way I go about it. If you have a hard time with that stuff, man, finding that stuff, I can, for healing's sake, there's ways to find people to talk to them. Just understand that this world don't benefit from from healed men. They benefit from broken men, especially broken men. They don't mind a woman being broken or not. They don't care if she's a millionaire or not. They just want her. They just, especially the black women, they want them to overshine their men because that's part of the mind control. And I say that not to separate other races from that statement. I'm just talking about a specific thing that has happened in society where books are written specifically for us, and then they know when they affect us, it's going to affect you. And so, miseducation of Negro, super, there's lots of books out there that, you just got to get your hands and your eyeballs on and see that they've been working on us for a while to keep us broken. Biggest regret in my life is that I dated all the wrong people that I haven't ventured into fatherhood yet, because all the women I've dated have all been super, I guess, independent. And maybe I wasn't grown enough. Who knows? They are so busy shedding off some hurt, and then living in some. It was like once she put the, it's weird. Once she helped get the model back up, my model of human being back up and running, it just ran amok, and it's just like, it's like shit left them broken, but then I would have killed myself. I wouldn't be here. But that's unfortunate sometimes, So Jamila, wherever you are, I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe, warm, and fulfilled in the ways that I could never. And I just hope that I'm able to tell you thank you the best way. You've given me help. You've helped me. You didn't have to. Thank you for stepping in and helping me and being an ally to a black man in an era where not many are allies to us anymore because of some fake shit they believe about us, and some of it true, some of it not. But all in all, we all really just have good intentions and just really want to fulfill our hearts, and we're not these monsters. All men are monsters. Yeah, we're beautiful monsters. Yeah, don't get it wrong, but we all have hearts too, that need gentle, need love, need feminine softness. We don't care about how strong you are. We know all about strength. We're raised that way, and I thank you for doing that. And I'm sorry that I was just a raging bull after I got my head right about everything. And then my art career started and launched. And that too just I let that get the better of me too, And so I make this channel because I just want to share my growth, share my other side of the suicide is what this is about, and how I will creatively put it all together for us, in one type of thing, incorporating music creatively for my own creation through my band Vicious Kitties, as well as my own visual art, video editing, and working with some of the best coders I can get my hands and eyeballs and money on. So, that being said, thank you for if you sat through this shit this long, man. Goddamn, thank you. I never fucking cried publicly like that before. Most men don't, and I don't condone it. But however you feel is how you're supposed to feel, and maybe I do condone it. Fuck it. Do whatever you want to do that's gonna help you feel. That's gonna help you heal right. But just know who's around. Just be aware of your steps, especially when you got a relationship that's really good to you, and you decide that things of a lower nature are important. Just be careful with that. As you start to fulfill you and feel more like a man, or feel more like a woman, whatever. Just know that who's around you, who cares about you. And I was too caught up with the adrenaline of feeling good that I didn't care who was around me. I didn't care. It was just, I was like, wow, I can create this. Wow, I can do this. Wow. I got distracted. And so, yeah, so sorry to bore you. Back to the art life. And this is the United Civil Force, because united we stay civil. It's not about anything other than just staying together, staying as one heartbeat, one breath, one flesh, you know. So we just, thanks for tuning in. And stay perfect the whole time to the end. I'm such a goofball. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Good night.